So this is for the people who have already uninstalled it. We're going to reinstall the fabric on the Britax Galaxy 360 Slim. So first there's this elastic. You want to turn the seat around. You do want to put the headrest piece on first. It's just easier if you take this piece, this head portion, and put this on first. So you're going to put this on, wrap it around, okay? There are these notches etched out in the entire seat. So all of the fabric is going to get shoved basically inside of those notches. I think it's easier if you take, there's an elastic on the back side, the bottom of the headrest. You're gonna go up, under, and around, and then you're going to put it on to this hook. There's a small hook right on the back of the headrest. You're gonna put that on first. So I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna do the same. After I do that, I'm going to take the fabric. Let me see how I can get this where you can see. I'm gonna put the fabric. I need to see it too, so I'm gonna have to get my hands. You're gonna take this fabric and you're gonna put it into this etched out area. The other side. All right, so that portion is done. The next portion is going to be the seat. Before I put that on, I wanted to show you, you can move this buckle while the fabric is on. What you do is you turn the buckle, push down slightly, turn the buckle into, there's like an etched out area right here for you to slide the buckle. Okay, and this, when you put the buckle in, you want to make sure that the buckle is up against your baby, but not under them. So it needs to be right up against them, not under them. You don't want it too far out either. So you want to make sure that it's either up against them or you need to move it to the next one. If this one is up against them, you don't want to have it all the way out. I'm going to put it back in the middle because that's where my son is now. And then I'm going to install this next set of fabric. So for this part, it's easier to install this fabric if the headrest is down, okay? So when you put on the headrest portion, it's easier to install it when it's up because you need to get to these clips that are back here. You can't really get to those if the head is down. So, but when you want to put the body on, it's easier because you have to get to this back portion. And it's easier to get it around just basically everywhere else that you need it. So I'm gonna take this piece. The first part I'm gonna do right here is these Velcros. Take the Velcros off. There is a hole right above the shoulder straps. So right above the shoulder straps, there is a hole for you to put these. So I'm gonna put it right in here. I'm gonna slide it through. It's hard for me because I have messed up wrists. Sit up, get at a better angle. Mommy's wrist for the last year has been really doing a number on me. Okay, and the hole that these are kind of curved, and the hole that they have to go into is very flat. So they just like curve up into a different piece of plastic. I honestly should have had a screwdriver. But okay, there's the first piece. You're gonna bring it around, Velcro it. side a little. Okay, I just folded it first. Folded it the opposite direction so it wasn't so curved. Okay, there's that piece. Now, right here, there's like a hard piece of plastic in here. This, I believe, is to help you shove the fabric into the seat the way it needs to be. So I'm gonna put this piece in here, right here. I'm gonna grab onto this plastic and shove that in. Okay, I'm gonna bring this down. Put this behind the headrest, this portion. And then there is another clip here. With this clip, there's also a piece of plastic behind it. You can push that. You're gonna grab that piece of plastic, you push it down, and then it will lock in. Usually you hear a click. There's another clip right here. That clip is gonna go right here into this notch. There's not a piece of plastic to help you get this clip in. Well, I guess there is. There kind of is a little piece of plastic. It's very small. Okay, so then this goes down. Then you have right here where your cup holder goes, you do want, ooh, it's gonna tip over. You do want to take this and put the fabric around the piece. There's like a piece that you can put the fabric under. You want to put it under there so that the cup holder can lock into place properly. And then we're gonna put this piece on. There is another hook. Just don't do what I did and shove it under. You just want to get it right under the plastic. Right under the plastic, right here. If I can get it to hook on. There, made a little click. Okay. Now, your crotch buckle, you want to bring it through. So the buckle has 3 holes. The fabric also has 3 holes. So you want the buckle to sit through the exact same hole that it's sitting through in the seat. You want that to sit through the fabric. You take this, put it through here. There's a hole right here for this. You're going to take this clip. Same thing, push it through. Make sure you line this one up because I didn't the first time and it was a little hard to take them off, not having it properly on there. So you're gonna line that up. This front part definitely could have used one of those hard plastics because this is probably the hardest part for me. And you can kind of feel when it pushes into that bottom part, but did this come out? Okay, that's in there. Everything's in there. Is this? Ah, it came out. Okay. Oh, that was way easier. I should have did that the first time. I just put it under there and then just kind of shoved the fabric in, and that actually worked way better than what I've been doing. Okay, so you do want to make sure that this piece goes up and around where the cup holder goes up, because if not, you're not going to have this part lined up perfectly. Okay. Now, before I do all of that, I want to make sure that my buckles are in here correctly. So I should have did this first, but put your buckle through the fabric. This piece goes in the front. Your buckle, make sure it's not twisted up. Goes through here, and then you Velcro it shut. So I'm gonna do this side real quick. Put the fabric back here. Grab my buckle, put it through here, Velcro this back closed. This part goes in front. The buckle sits in here, and voila, beautiful. This does not go. This goes in front. This now that is in there. Okay. Now back to tucking. Got this in here. You want to get your cup holders, the part of your cup holder around here. Just making sure that it's pulled tight. You have this one. And then you have this one here. I'm gonna just do this part first, and then I'll come back to that clip. Okay, got that part in there nice and tight. I'm gonna come back to both of these clips apparently. You got this clip and that clip. This clip has the plastic. Push it down. That one's in. This one has a small piece of plastic, but just not significant enough to actually help. This one's not gonna stay down because I ripped it. That one is in. And then this one. Okay, all good. Okay, so now all of that is done. Cup holders are ready to go in. You have your left, and it will not let you put it on the side that it doesn't go on because it has this extra piece etched out. So there's my left. Here's my right. Then you have the crotch buckle cover, which this piece is hard on every car seat, but you put it in. And then you need to take the excess fabric, put it back through the hole and tuck it down here. This, and then your strap covers. Okay, so I'm going to put in the infant inserts last. I have this portion, just sits right in between the straps, so wherever your headrest is, you can adjust the body support up and down, and then your buckle is going to go back into this hole, and then this just sits right in there. That concludes this portion of the video where I showed you how to put the fabric back on the seat. I show you in the next video how to remove the fabric. I will have that video linked down below in the description box.